What's going on, guys? College Lefty Gaming. In this video is going to be some tips on how you can improve your game. Enjoy. So in this first screenshot, I'm currently 4th in the event when I'm making this video. I just want to prove to you guys that I'm not like terrible at the game. If you're new to the channel or whatever, I'm also 19-2 in ranked seasons. My average isn't the best. I'm not claiming I'm the best player by any means. It's at 279. My ERA is fairly decent at a 1.76. These are my settings that I use kind of for like road to the show and whatnot. But I kind of wanted to show you guys how I practice against the CPU. I play Diamond Dynasty mainly, so I use that, and that's going to be shown upcoming here. So this is how I kind of practice against the CPU in Diamond Dynasty. I go right in with my team. I go to my squad. I take out all my good pitchers that I don't want to ruin their stats when I do quit. So I put in these common starting pitchers. I go in play versus CPU. I pick the away team. I pick a team on Legend. It's random who you're gonna face, and then I just face somebody on Legend with my team, and that's how I practice. I just quit out once I've had enough, and then I jump into a game. Next, for this next video, or this next part of the video, I want to go over some quirks and attributes. So quirks to keep in mind, active quirks versus inactive quirks, and what inactive quirks mean. So the first quirk that I want you to look at right here is workhorse. Pitches deep into the game by losing energy at a low rate. That means he has a high stamina attribute. And this does play effect in how much stamina he loses per pitch and per pickoff, per whatever happens in the game. Another quirk I want you to pay attention to is pressure cooker. This is in my opinion an active quirk. This means that he pitches better with runners in scoring position or runners on base. When someone is on base, he's going to be able to get a better feedback on the pitching meter when there are guys on base. He's going to be able to get more movement on his pitches and better feedback on the meter or analog stick, whichever you're using. Another quirk to keep in mind is excels at limiting base hits. That means even with good PCI placement, the opponent is less likely to get a base hit. It might not come into play that much, but because of his hits per 9, that's what that means. Same thing with excels at limiting home runs. Hitters are going to have to really square the ball up a little bit more than what they would have had to so let's say a gold pitcher without this quirk. Mr. Splitty, that's for his forkball. Throws an extremely effective split-fingered fastball, but you have to keep in mind that it does say fastball there. So hitters like Bryce Harper, Mike Trout that have dead red that do hit fastballs better, they will excel at hitting this pitch. Now we're getting into Jack Morris's attributes. See, for example, his 114 clutch. That is going to overpower a hitter's clutch when the controller is vibrating with runners in scoring position, and you're going up against, let's say, Mookie Betts, who I show later on right after this screenshot. Actually, I'll show him right now. So Mookie Betts also has pressure cooker and 103 clutch. So if he was facing Jack Morris, Jack Morris would have a better chance of throwing a good pitch to Mookie Betts than, let's say, a pitcher with 67 clutch. This next screenshot is Joe Torre, and I know a lot of people struggle with hitting doubles with Joe Torre, but he has 125 clutch and pressure cooker. So if you're able to get someone like Lou Brock on base and get him in scoring position, second or third base, and you're trying to hit a double with him, you're more likely to hit that double with power swing or even X swing into the gap. And that's how I did it. That's how I legit hit every single double, was with Lou Brock in scoring position. And the times I didn't get him in scoring position, it was tougher for me to hit the ball. I noticed some of the same hits, like I was getting higher exit velocities when Lou Brock was in scoring position rather than when he wasn't on base. So I wanted to kind of go over that because a lot of people don't believe that clutch actually works and actually has an effect online. They think it's a completely useless attribute and don't pay any attention to it, which I disagree. It definitely has some effect, and the developers said during the pre-launch streams on Twitch that it does have an effect with runners in scoring position. I heard it for myself. Now I want to explain to you what active quirks are and the difference between active and inactive quirks. And Bryce Harper is the perfect example because he has some of both, actually. So hitting machine is what is called an inactive quirk, kind of. It means he has a high contact rating, and it kind of means he's more likely to get base hits that necessarily wouldn't be base hits for other people that don't have this quirk. Walker is going to affect the other pitcher's feedback, whether they can get good feedback on their meter consistently, depending on if they have high walks per nine and control. The reason why these quirks are called inactive quirks, though, is because they don't increase the PCI size. Like Sniper, that's not going to do anything at the plate. That's a defensive quirk. You're going to be able to get green on the throwing meter more likely than you were without it. Pressure Cooker, I think, is more of an active quirk than inactive. It's going to help you with runners on base, like I talked about previously. Night Player is the first active quirk that you're going to see here. Night Player is going to give Bryce Harper an advantage when he's playing night games. It's going to give him a small PCI boost, and when he doesn't play night games, it's not going to hurt him at all. It's just everything's going to be the same. It's just going to act like he doesn't have that quirk for a day game. Next, we're going to be getting into his more active quirks, like as you see, Dead Red, breaking ball hitter, excels at hitting breaking balls, excels at hitting fastballs. When players throw these pitches, he's going to have no penalty. You can get under pitches that are fastballs, breaking balls with him and hit well. When he has 2 strikes, his PCI is going to be increased. His PCI size is going to be even more increased. And he's also going to hit fastballs and breaking balls better. That's why I think this is a good example. Guys that have multiple quirks like this, as well as Rally Monkey, that when they play better from behind, their PCI size is going to be increased. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I look forward to reading comments down below and understanding more of what you guys think about quirks and your feedback on what I said. This is just my opinion and analysis from playing the game. I have played this game a bunch, and some people don't believe this type of stuff, so I just wanted to share this with you and see what you think. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace out.